platforms, we live. Across all social media platforms, Revolt Media. Across all social media platforms, being Facebook, TikTok, Snap, Twitter, IG. Everywhere, Revolt Media. We're live across all social media platforms. We live. Across all social media platforms, Revolt Media. Across all social media platforms, being Facebook, TikTok, Snap, Twitter, IG. Everywhere, Revolt Media. We're live across all social media platforms. We live. Across all social media platforms, Revolt Media. Across all social media platforms, being Facebook, TikTok, Snap, Twitter, IG. Everywhere, Revolt Media. We're live across all social media platforms. We live. Across all social media platforms, Revolt Media. Across all social media platforms, being Facebook, TikTok, Snap, Twitter, IG. Everywhere, Revolt Media. We're live across all social media platforms. We live. Across all social media platforms, Revolt Media. Across all social media platforms, being Facebook, TikTok, Snap, Twitter, IG. Everywhere, Revolt Media.
Yes, we live everywhere. You can look us, search us out at YouTube, Facebook. You can catch us live. My name is Kumasi Nyame. I'm here with a team. Chevy is my producer. I have Obapa here, Kelly here, and then Big Mike here. Today we are going to have a lovely conversation. This is All That Matters, episode 64? 64, episode 64. Yes, little by little, we will hit 100. When we hit 100, champagne popping. You like that, huh?
Uh-huh.
You like champagne?
Good. Yeah.
What have you done to get champagne?
We've kept it moving. God has been on our side. We need to celebrate.
When it comes to celebration, you have words for it.
Huh?
you have words for celebration. Yes, this is ATM, All That Matters. I'm sitting in for Jasmine. Jasmine had to be at work, so I have to sit in for her. Yes, you know, anytime we sit here for All That Matters, it is a Cuba skincare line. So a Cuba, if you have bad skin, acne, edges, how do you all call it? Bad edges? The ladies, how do you call the edges problem?
Retrieving edges or something.
Receding edges, right? Okay, receding edges.
Damaged edges.
They have damaged ones too.
The ones that everybody's edges is supposed to start from like Genesis, whilst yours starts from Deuteronomy. You should.
You know what? I should understand. Okay, so the edges, the ladies with edges problem, men with edges problem, a Cuba is there for you. If you have a bad skin, if your skin is breaking, it's cracking, a Cuba got something for you that's gonna help your skin. If the skin is not glowing this year, we ain't messing with you. As a person, especially as a woman, your skin have to be nice. That's where your beauty lies. Yeah, so go to www.ekuba.com www.ekuba.com and get your skin taken care of. RG Kits and Portrait. RG Kits Portrait. Oh, God. RG Kits Portrait. This is my own company. I can't even say it. RG Kits Portrait. Yes. If you need maternity shoot, newborn shoot, family shoot, that's where you go. When the child is born, day one, they will come to the hospital to take the shoot for you if that's what you want. If you want to do the maternity too, they got you. All their shoots come to a decoration. So it's a nice decoration they will make, and then they will take the shoot for them. Contact RG on 614-254-2151. 614-254-2151. Yes, RG Kids will take care of you over there. Go to our Instagram. It's RG_kids_portrait. Yes, you go over there, you see all the portfolio over there. You see the beautiful works they do there. Lona Soul. Lona Soul is a 3D print T-shirt, shorts, beanies, clothing line, basically. If you need the T-shirt, it's of high quality fabric. The fabric is very quality. Go get one. We have the T-shirts in black and white with a 3D print on it. It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. Go get one. The shorts, the women love it. Go get one of the shorts too, and everything will be cool for you. And the beanies, yes, go get one. It will be nice. www.lonasoulstreetwear.com. www.lonasoulstreetwear.com. That's what we are wearing this summer. Guys, welcome to Other Matters.
Thank you. Thank you.
I wasn't expecting you today.
Oh, it's Tuesday.
Yeah, I really wasn't expecting you because I thought you.
On Tuesday.
I know. What I'm saying is I wasn't expecting. I thought you'd be broken by now.
Hell no.
Hell no. To the nana.
Hell no. I'm up.
You are.
Sunday.
You are.
I've sacked my mind. I'm up for this.
Okay, I'm glad you made it. I'm happy you made it because the way you were complaining on Thursday, I felt so bad. Was it Thursday or Wednesday? Wednesday. The way you were complaining, I
still went on Thursday. I was still complaining. I still went on Friday.
Hey,
Monday I was there. Today I was there too.
Yeah, you didn't have a choice. You gotta go make some money. You know, that's the deal. Yes, that's the deal we all signed when we left our homeland and come to Obima. So that's the struggle. But everything gonna be alright, okay?
Yeah, right.
Okay, so today we are talking about working together and collaborating. Working together and collaborating. What's the best way to work together and to collaborate? Where everybody can achieve success. That is what we are talking about. I have my ideas. I want to listen to you first, Kelly. Oh, you are now jotting down your points? Let's look. Okay, yeah, so Big Mike, let me start from you. Why are y'all running away?
I just need to steal his idea and add
okay,
it to
because I saw you writing. In
fact, let me say before you say mine.
Yeah. That's the best way. I will do that. Okay, so let me ask you what you understand by working together. What's your understanding of working together?
Teamwork makes the dream.
Okay.
That's all I have to say.
Okay.
Because we have a goal, and that goal is for everybody to achieve success.
Okay.
So if we work together, that goal will come to pass.
Okay. I get that. So what is the thing that you wanted to say before?
I took down the definition of collaboration from Google, and it says collaboration is the action of working together with someone to create something.
Okay.
So that is
working with someone.
Why is everybody writing?
Why we can't write? And there's a reason why I brought a pen and a notepad for everybody, so everybody can write. Okay. Yeah. So go ahead with it. You're done with the definition.
And Google also gave me some effectiveness of collaboration. It was like a whole bunch of points, but I took
why do you think it is necessary that we collaborate together?
So collaboration is part of teamwork. And if we all come together to create that one thing, which is success,
right,
I believe it's important to have that collaboration for the success to be achieved.
Collaboration is teamwork. Okay. Yes. Big Mac, let's go.
So the question is how can we work together?
Right, how can we work together?
I think we can work together. It's just so like how can we work together, like as Ghanaians in the diaspora?
As a people, because you see, let's use us. Yeah, let's use us. Okay. I mean. So it is hard for Ghanaians to work together.
Yeah.
It is hard. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's an understanding problem, but it is or a cultural problem. It is it's almost impossible for Ghanaians to work together.
I mean, some people have done it. Some Ghanaians have done it.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. So, some Ghanaians have done it in Ghana. It's just hard to see Ghanaians doing it over here, right? And I think that the problem is that there is some kind of competition that goes on, like not on the surface level where you can notice it. That
right away.
Yeah, it's like something like deep down, like kind of like a DNA. Like you have to like drill down to see it. So that's where the problem is, and I think that before we can work together, like that, there have to be a goal that we are working towards. Just like my sister Obapa Krypton said. So
the kryptonite.
Yeah.
Kryptonite.
Hey, I'm Superman's weakness.
Superman's weakness. Oh wow. If I was a guy, I have to be scared.
It make more sense.
Now. Not that I think about it.
Did you say the Superman's weakness?
Yeah.
The Superman?
The Superman.
Okay.
The Superman.
Make more sense.
Not the one in the movie.
The Superman.
The Superman. Not the one in the movie. Emphasis on that. But anyway. So
we explain backdoor.
Yeah, backdoor explanation. Yeah. So I think that the reason why we can't work together as Ghanaians in the diaspora is because there are so many factors that come into play. One, the goal, or like what the vision is. Whose vision it belongs to, like who the vision belongs to, right? And then how did the visionary recruited to have people play in that vision,
right?
And then character is like the third thing. One thing about Ghanaians, or most Ghanaians, is that even in our events that we usually organize, when the time is 5, it's 2 hours. You have to be 2 hours later. So
and it's, I don't know why it has to be 2 hours.
It
always have to be 2 hours.
I don't agree with it, but it's a nature that we don't want to go away from. But I feel like this past weekend they actually did good.
They really did good. Yeah, they were good by that time. They said
I was actually expecting like later than that, but yeah. So I think usually we do have a vision in place, like what the outcome should be, but we don't have a project plan in place, right? And then before we even put a project plan in place, we recruit people who do not fit the project, and that's where like most of the problem is. Competition is on like one side,
aspect of it,
yeah, but I feel like in the beginning, people want to see you succeed. Right. And then whilst they're in it, it's two things. That's when the competition comes into play. Like, okay, I'm actually helping this guy succeed in his vision. What about mine? And then two things. That person, they said they're going to steal from your vision and then do the same thing, which personally, I don't have a problem with that. Honestly. But I'd rather you help the visionary complete his vision or his mission and then have him assist you do the same thing, because I feel like
the visionary is gonna say I'm busy.
It could be. I mean, that's possible. But I feel like hindsight, right? Like being on a project gives you like the experience that you
need. Yeah.
But we don't look at it that way. We look at it as, okay, people are gonna associate Revolt to Kumasi. So like our coming here, our doing like the work or whatever, like in the background, like nobody's gonna see
recognize that.
It's just one face and one face only, right? This thing that I just stated, like the white man does not have a problem with that. That's the reason why they get into fields that a lot of Ghanaians or Africans cannot get into, because every time, even for our internships or workshops, we want to get paid. But these guys he will come out as a software developer with no experience, and he's willing to go work for Marvin for free.
For 3 years.
For 3 years. And then go in on time every day with his own money. We will not do that.
Yeah, because he or she understands the goal.
Exactly. And then the other part is usually like the visionary just slept and woke up with a plan, with a dream, and did not even research what he wanted to do how he wants to go about it, and the people that fits in that project.
That vision.
Yes. And so it's one thing to have a vision. It's another thing to put a plan in place for implementation. And then there's another thing, recruiting people that can execute the plan.
Job. Yeah.
Yeah. So in finding people or in recruiting people that will actually execute the plan for the job, we end up picking people that are close to us. I feel like we can actually, I won't say like an audition, but then like talk to other people outside of our bracket, right? Like different race or whatever. Get the idea. Some people will probably like come on board for free,
right?
Instead of like recruiting family members and closer friends, church members that we know, and then when they come on board, they want to scratch your vision away and then bring what they think is a good idea.
Right.
Part of being a visionary makes you a leader, and that if you're a leader, not only do you have to like impose what the plan is, but then you should be willing to listen to like other people's suggestions,
opinions.
Yeah, and then if it does not connect with what you're trying to do, you just be like, I mean, you just tell them that okay, it's a good idea. I think we can implement it in the future, right?
That's it.
Now the problem becomes how that person will take it.
Okay, let's not go deep. Let me get Kelly in. Kelly.
Yes, sir.
How you think we're gonna work together?
Let's talk about. I saw him. I was talking earlier on. She was talking about the action of working together to achieve a goal. So, to be able to work together, let's say here, you can't do everything by yourself.
Of course,
you need the knowledge of Chevy to produce. We need you. We need Asantua. We need. You can't sit here and talk by yourself. We need everybody.
Right.
So I would say you need like different points of views to be able to, create a goal if you are attaining in a goal. And then secondly, we as Ghanaians that we can work together. I think it's from our foundation.
Okay. From
the set goal, we are like, we are against ourselves. Like even in the homes, everybody's like just competing.
You're competing
each other, and then we just going, and then I feel it robs it on us when we grow up and we find ourselves. It's like we are talking about a radio before. We are thinking like as we are supposed to think ahead. We are thinking backwards. Like well baby, he will be talking to this person or before on your serious. You've not even told the person what you actually want the person to do. Like I feel we don't really some of us, I think I kind of have that problem. When I'm trying to communicate somebody in my head, I think I've told the person everything, but with their point of view, they don't. What are you even saying? Like, I don't understand you. So in my head, I think, I've told this person he's good, but I haven't gotten the time to, ask this person, did you really understand where I was coming from, before I move on? No. But in my head, like, I feel a lot of Ghanaians have that. The moment you tell this person this, and then you're like, oh, you don't know the person's strength, you don't know the person, and then you go stand somewhere when the person doesn't get you, and then they move on, they don't hear from you again, and they move on. Oh, nipa we nipa bonini me catch any say no, and then you are like, when did you tell me this? It's like that's what I told you the other time, and you lost. But in all to say, I'm saying that we don't really actually get the information out there right, and then get the right people to do what we have to do.
I think what you are talking about is clearer roles. When we are setting business, and I've learned a lot with us being together and all that. Sometimes we cannot tell people the right thing to do, and if you are not leading right, it's hard for the other people to also follow. Yeah. So clear goals. Chevy is the producer. When Chevy walks in here, straight to the computer. You understand? Right. He understands exactly what he is supposed to do. I know I'm a host. When I walk in here, I come sit here. everybody know their roles. So when everybody, and I think this is what we don't do right in African businesses, because we don't know our roles. So it's like it's more like separation of powers.
Yes, separation of duties.
Yeah. So it's like I'm trying to enter into your lane. You are trying to enter in, she's trying to enter his lane. You know, so it's always chaos.
Button heads.
You know, and anytime there's chaos, the other person is like, okay, let me relax. And then this person starts saying, oh, why am I the only person doing it? Why can't you help me? This person, because if this person give the same energy, it's going to be a fight.
Yeah.
Because there's no clear roles. And I think that is what we've been doing for years. We just figure like, oh, let's just go in there and do it. Yeah. Because there are no rules.
And when they relax, they say, after it's not my company.
Yeah.
Then
but then
it's out of frustrations too.
They don't do that like in a different settings, and I think the only difference between like going to help somebody in a different race, like start up a business or work together, is that like over there like the rules are defined, or like the roles are defined, and you know that like when you're getting like this what you're doing, and then you know that what you are there for. If you do not do it right, there's somebody that can also like come in and do it.
Right.
Expandable.
Yeah, but like in the African business setting, there's one person that probably like does everything, and then that person feels like you are very dependent on him or her. So as soon as you leave, he's in trouble or she's in trouble. So like it makes people misbehave.
Like Chevy right now, he leaves you in trouble. Exactly. It's like there's no shoe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that like working on the business, like there are like the intangibles that comes with it. Now the problem is that once again, like the foundation is everything. The foundation is not even the project itself. Is the recruitment, right?
Right.
How you guys receive each other, respect each other. If there is a bond, right? That like if I don't do my job well, it's gonna affect everybody on the team, and then the project itself. And then we are committed to that vision. We are not gonna have a problem.
You're gonna do your best.
You're gonna do your best,
right?
Because you feel like your success depends on it. But then if we look at it as the visionaries, the visionaries project alone, and that if we feel he feels and then like we are good, like he's the one with the problem, then yeah, like we are not gonna go anywhere. And that's where the problem is, right? I've worked with some people on a project that, and they're not from Ghana, that even when based on like the way they do their job or their work, you're not gonna want to fall behind. Because every time there is a meeting or like there is a project plan, like or I'll probably say a sprint, right? Basically, a sprint meeting like where we talk about, I'm doing this today. This is my deliverable or target, whatever. They know where they are. They can show it. They can present it.
Right.
They know what they're doing. So if you look at like the folks on the team, if you're not like doing what you're supposed to do, or like even like being productive,
you become odd.
Exactly. And that's also part of the recruitment that I was talking about. I feel like we need to stop like looking at just Ghanaians alone. It could be a Ghanaian, and I get it. Like we want to raise each other up. Like we rise by lifting each other up or whatever.
That's how we thrive.
Yeah, but that is a good mantra, right? But I feel like it does not fit Ghanaians.
You're kind of right, though.
It does not fit Ghanaians.
You're kind of right.
Because whilst in your mind, because Ghanaians, we like to assume, I taught this, I taught that. Whilst we are doing that, like whilst we are trying to do it, even the leaders like, these are my guys. Like let us like do this together. Like I think this investment is gonna be like the next big thing. I'm doing that, whatever. Like let us do it together. No, they're not gonna help you. They feel like.
Don't you think it's because we do not define the roles right? Because personally, I think like almost everybody have what it takes to do something.
I believe so.
So when we get to an organization, regardless of what we are doing, you're gonna find something for the other person to do.
That's what I'm saying.
But if the roles are not defined clearly, it becomes hard for people to work.
Even when the roles are defined, people want to be like super humans. As far as a Ghanaian, right? Even when the roles are defined, they'll be like, I didn't know wait to office. I made the mayor housekeeping, even though she does not have the expertise or he doesn't have the expertise. Right. It is ingrained in us.
But is it not human beings? I believe that.
It's not really.
Not really?
Not really.
Me, I personally believe that you can say whatever you want to say. I have somebody call me, ask me that, why don't you allow the other people host? Why is it that it's only you and Jasmine who are always hosting? You have no idea what goes on here.
Question,
but you sitting somewhere have no idea what goes on.
That's what I'm saying. But in the case where Santua has a problem that she's not hosting, where these are people, internal people, not external.
Right, not external.
If the external folks are coming in, and then we know our roles, it doesn't matter.
Right.
That's like outside noise.
Right.
But then if Kelly looks at it, Jasmine is always hosting, but like they don't ever give me the chance to host. Right?
Right.
It could be that she's good with speech, but then she's not good with like mannerism.
Right.
Like, right. And then you're like, okay, Kelly needs some time to like.
Yeah, but in that situation, I think that is the job of in this situation, the general manager, to make sure that
it is a shared responsibility.
Right, but
because it depends on how you deliver and how she's going to take it.
That's what I'm saying. So she says she's not allowed to host a show. Assuming why don't you allow me to host a show? Okay.
For the most part, usually she's not going to tell you. It's like she's internalizing.
Most of the she's going to internalize. She's going to internalize it.
That's hope that you
actually understand that she has to. She has to host the show. It is true, but I strongly believe that if we have mutual respect for each other, right, there should be a room for you to come to your general manager and say, "Hey, I want to host a show." Maybe your general manager can say, okay, design a show. Let's work on it before we put it online.
What if she tells you she want to host the show that maybe like Jasmine is hosting?
Because that's not going to work. The reason why that's not going to work is because that show was designed and auditioned for her.
Yeah.
And she's doing it. We are not going to create a situation where she's not here, you are in, and then it's the next moment both of you are here, and it's going to be unnecessary internal wrangling. Rome was brought down by internal wrangling. Yeah. We're not going to do that. You want to host a show, go design your show, bring it, let's work on it, and see how it's going to go. I believe it's communication. Oh, God, I said communication. I believe
it's part of my thingy, too.
Okay.
It's part of my,
so
my 3 C's.
How would you do that? Communicate.
Like communicate to
like in a situation like we're talking about.
I want to host a show. Yeah, I just have to, like he said, talk to GM, and if GM talks to me and then like he says, okay, well, let's give you like something like a short thingy. You're about to say something. I see you want to say something.
Yeah, just go ahead.
Or you tell me. You say what you want to say.
Yeah, like because so you're saying it like in a way. Okay, GM's gonna say like, okay, let's work on something. What if GM's response is outright no?
No. I mean, I feel like
they're gonna feel anything. They're not gonna have any harsh feelings.
I feel like maybe my contribution is not gonna be needed here. Because I feel like I want to expand.
What will you feel that way?
I want to expand. I want to contribute to the team, and I feel like
But then you are already contributing, though.
But I feel like I can do more. And, we learn.
Exactly. So we all, like, in this certain, we all can do more, right? But we don't have to.
So why are you telling me no then?
No, I'm saying that we all can do more. Like, GM can be a GM and then still host. But then he's just being a GM, right? So why do you feel like because you have the functionality or capability
to do more,
you
should be allowed to do more?
Because I want to expand. I want to bring more other than just one show. There's other things I have to.
The machine is not broken. It's effective. Like the parts are like fitted, right? In a domain where the battery provides electricity to the car, right? If we change the battery and makes the battery, the engine and the battery.
Change it like with making the engine rather like
you make the battery serve as an engine and a battery.
I say you're gonna break the cap. But the thing is, the reason why I talk to GM saying that I want to host a show is that I don't want it to be just 2 or 3 top shows. I want to like have variety of shows.
But then GM is also looking at it as, okay, Asantua fits where she is right now.
That's
right?
you put him in a box.
No, I'm not putting him in your box.
Why?
No.
Asantua
fits where she is right now. Now, if we upgrade Asantua and then one day Asantua is sick, and then like right now we have like the views that we already have, or like, you know, in place. Nobody can replace. We can't pick Kumasi and then split them into 2 and have them do what you were doing in the Batman and then host at the same time. These things causes friction. Like, it's not like GM does not believe in your potential to do, but then there are times, right? If we have a replacement for you, like somebody that can do what you're doing right now, I'm pretty sure he's gonna identify that potential and then move you up, right?
So
GM,
go ahead.
You were saying GM would say no, but then there'll be a replacement and he'll move him up. So why don't you actually move her
without the replacement to fit?
Yeah, because she could do both.
She can't.
I can.
So,
like
no,
at the same time.
At
the same time.
I'm not assuming. So
no, like you. This is a
let us take
mentality.
It's not.
You're assuming I can do
this
both.
is a white man's mentality.
You're assuming
it's not.
She can't.
I'm not assuming anything. She says something, right?
Yeah.
And I know that if I feed into that emotion, it's going to grow. If I say, okay, let's do this. Like I like Asantua, I agree with what you're saying. Let's go ahead and do. You can do both, right? I'm not saying that she can do. I'm not by any way saying that she can do it, right?
You're not undermining.
I'm not undermining it, right? All I'm saying is it's like Tetris. Every part fits, right? We don't have one part that fits into 2 different locations. It doesn't work that way, right? And right now, based on we're looking at our income that is coming in, or like our profits that is coming in. If I bring somebody that can do Asantua's job and then move Asantua up, that person is going to take from us. It's going to take from Asantua, you and I.
Right.
You guys have expectations as far as financially.
Right.
This thing fits currently with Kumasi hosting, Jasmine hosting, right? And then Asantua coming as a panel or like Asantua producing, right? Now Asantua is telling me that she can produce.
As more of she's supposed to be a producer.
See?
so what happened?
It's still in the channel.
So now, so now Asantua is telling me that she want to be able, she want to, like while she's producing, she want to be able to host at the same time.
Yes, sir.
Right? And I'm saying that no.
It's possible.
It's not.
Nobody is saying
it's not. There's no way.
We work with times and seasons, right? And all I'm saying is this is a well-oiled machine that is functioning right now. Right? If I promote you or add like additional tax to you, it's going to break.
But other people are doing it.
Yeah,
it's not other people. Other people are doing it because they have,
they have their goals and their visions and what.
I'm gonna use it.
But no.
So what I'm use a church for example, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There are 3 churches in Chicago. I'm not gonna mention names, right? One church only has 1 keyboardist, 1 drummer, right? And the guy that plays the drum, he's a very good keyboardist. He's better than the one that plays the keyboard at the church.
Mm-hmm.
But that guy can play the drum.
That guy can play the drum. And then there's another church, the second church, right? Mm-hmm. They have a keyboardist who is good at playing the keyboard, a drummer who is good at playing the drums. Then there's a third church. You have a keyboardist, a drummer. And then they have backups to the extent that they have kids in Sunday school that are also good at playing the keyboard and then the drums, right? At in the third church, right? They can the guys that are playing the drums and then the keyboard can say that, oh, Pastor, now we want to preach. They have backups. They'll move right in there, right? The puzzles is going to fit, right? Now the church that has the drummer that is better at playing the keyboard than the one that actually plays it. If you move him from the drums to the keyboard, who's gonna play the drums? That's what I'm saying. Like, so running a business is nothing to do with emotion.
Have you looked at this? Most of the time, you go to work, right? Mm-hmm. and then your little corner that you are working, you always see the problem.
Yeah.
And then you think that the bosses don't know the problem. You always think that, why are these people not fixing this thing? Why are they not fixing this thing? So most of the managers, what they do is they look at the entire company, where our problems are. Yeah. Okay. They solve the problem sequential. Okay, this thing we know is broken, but it can still work. Yeah. This thing is broken. We got to take care of that one first. Yeah. But when you are in this corner, you are not seeing what is happening at the other side. Yeah. So you are only going based on what you see. Yeah. He at the top is seeing everything. And he's making decision based on what he sees as the priority as to what the whole component goes. So let's look at it from this point of view. Now you know you can host a show, right? Okay. Jasmine sits here. Jasmine only hosts a show, but you a panelist. You can do the panelist and still host a good show. Yeah. Okay. Jasmine sits here. All she can do is hosting. So what you are saying right now is, let me switch you. Let me pull you over here so Jasmine can sit over there. Then you sit here. Jasmine sat there. She becomes useless sitting there. Yeah.
She can learn.
Yeah, good. But she can even learn. It is she can even learn. Yeah. But the point is, at the time that we are doing, we cannot afford that. We cannot afford Jasmine to come
in training
whilst we are live and everybody's watching us. Like you understand what I'm saying? So okay, now Santua wanna do her own show. Mm-hmm. Okay, what would be the best way to go about it? Now we need to find a backup. Let's find another chair. Let somebody sit here with Asantua for weeks to see how it will go. Mm-hmm. What we have ended up doing right now is we've added more cost. Yeah. Can the company afford that at the time? You understand? So there are so many things that comes that falls into this thing, and then sometimes you sit there and be like, oh, they are not letting me do this. Oh, they are not letting me do this. But in reality, this is what I want to do. I know a lot of players that look at Kimmich. Yeah. Kimmich was a defender.
He was very good.
He was very good at defending. Yeah. Pep Guardiola didn't have a midfielder. He said, like, I want to move you to midfield. He said, no, I'm a defender. He said, Charlie, I got to move you to midfield because I have a lot of defenders. I don't have midfielders. But the way you move, you can play defense. Yeah. I mean, midfield more than the guys over there. Yeah. Let's try that. He tried that. It worked. Now he's one of the best midfielders in the world. That situation is different.
Because they have backups.
You have backups.
That fits in the puzzle perfectly.
But in a situation where you do not, and I think the problem that people feel like they are not being heard is because these things are not communicated right.
So like I said, it depends. It's a shared responsibility. It depends on who is delivering and then who is taking that
message.
Response. Yeah, or message, right? She said that, and then like her rebuttal was that, then it means we're keeping it in the box. Like right. It's a made up mind, right? So whether I explain it or not, because like she doesn't see the back end or like the front of the office stuff in her mind. And I'll say this, like when I was in Ohio State hospital, I was doing like all of the eye sets, like the one that they use for the eye surgeries, right? And then it got to a time, it's like, and plus, like, I knew how to do, like, the other vascular sets and stuff like that. But then when they get there, they just bring me, like, the eye sets, right? So it turns out that everybody that does, like the eye set, they always make a mistake. So, like,
you probably said it there. So why are they always giving me eye sets?
Exactly.
Why am I the only person doing eye sets?
Exactly. But then I was very good at it because at my previous job, I did that. So I was very, very good at it, right? So, and then every time I go and grab like a vascular set to do, by the time I turn around, somebody has to grab it.
Grab it and just give you an asset. Mr. Val, go deal with your assets.
Exactly. So I'm saying that we don't always have to understand the leader, right? But then we need to take, because if we see him as a leader, right, he's like a pastor. If your pastor tells you guys like to do something, you guys will do it, like regardless of.
And I think it is also trust when the leader is leading right. When you have trust in your leader, that's when they say something to you, you follow. If your leader is you say something
we
like
always have a reason why we think that our leader is not a perfect fit for the job.
Yeah, you're right though.
Like I've been in situations where I knew, like when I first started a job, I'm like, this supervisor, like this guy is better than the supervisor in place. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But then the guy does not have like
communication problems,
skills.
Yeah,
exactly. And the guy's very like he knows how everything fits, but then how to communicate with people, because in this job you talk to people.
It's the communication that's the most important thing.
And then the supervisor in the position knows how to talk to people, but does not know how things fit.
The technical.
That's the reason why they hired this guy. So you're like, oh, okay, this thing that don't fit, and then this guy walks slowly, put it in there, and then it fits perfectly. He doesn't have to talk to people because the way he talks is not good. Right. But then the supervisor does not know how things fit. But then he
knows how to get people to work.
That's how it is. So if we look at it that way, we will always find a problem with our leader. There is no perfect leader. There is no perfect person. Right. And that's the reason why we are now like having like this issue. I feel like if somebody comes up with a plan or a project, we need, and then we decided he asks us, hey, this is what I'm doing. I want you guys to join. At that time that he asked, you had a choice to make. Yes, I'll be part of it. No, I wouldn't. As soon as you say yes, you are supposed to trust in his governance. Period. Has nothing to do with whether he's keeping you in the box or whether you can do, unless he asks you that I need you to.
But what the person feel like? I'm always bringing suggestions. I'm bringing suggestions. I'm bringing opinions. I'm bringing ideas, and these ideas are not listened. There's difference between I've listened to you, but we cannot implement it. There's difference. When sometimes you say something, it get brushed away.
Yeah.
You say something, it get brushed away. In that situation, too, how do you deal with that?
Yeah, then which means that like your ideas are not welcomed. Period.
So what do you do?
If you're getting brushed off, like so you talk to that you talk to that leader that is brushing you off, like you schedule a meeting with him. You talk to him like, hey, like have dates and time, like time stamps.
Right.
They are very important. On this day, I brought this idea. You did not listen. Like you're not even like, give me an ear. So you brush me up. This has happened 3 times. And I just want you to know that if this happens again, like I'm out.
I will have to move on.
Yeah.
That's being honest.
Yeah. But the problem is we don't do that. We just slowly walk away. Or we do things that will make the leader tell you, okay,
I can't deal with this.
I can't deal with this anymore. And then we go out there and then tell the other people who
probably want to come in
that this guy is not good.
I feel like the reason why sometimes they also walk away is that if you've talked to this person 1, 2, 3 and you're brushing the person over, how do you even think that whatever communication you're having with him, he's gonna take? He's gonna brush it off too. And no, but like this is, you've seen, say this person is brushing.
There's evidence.
You have
There's
evidence,
and I'm saying that before, the same way, when your boss is firing you, they don't ask you that in 2 weeks I'm gonna fire you.
They just fire you.
But
when you are leaving,
put in the 2 weeks before you leave, right? And then in some jobs, when you put in the 2 weeks, HR calls you for an exit interview to ask you what is going on. Assume this is a business, like we are building it from the ground up, right? Something is happening, like maybe 3 incidents that you did not like. Don't let it happen the fourth time. Find the perfect time, schedule a meeting with this guy, bring the evidence up. In that meeting, you tell him that this is what has been going on. Like, what's going on? Like, I tried this on this day, on this time. I brought this idea. You didn't even give me an ear. You just brushed it up. This is the 3rd time. And if it happens the 4th time, I'm out. And believe me, if that person indeed actually recruited you, I'm pretty sure he's going to, like, give you an ear. And
sometimes,
he can fire you. Me, I think the person can fire you. Oh, you don't have to even talk to this person. Go a step above him and then talk to the one that is managing him, so that person can talk to him. But that's a problem, though.
Yeah, that's a huge problem.
It is.
So that is you cutting the bureaucracy.
So organization, like, exists like for a reason. Like there is order for a reason. Like you can't skip one part and then like it means that like you are trying to like make everything crumble. Basically, so you contact the one in charge first. deal with that person. And if that does not happen,
that's why you move to the next level.
If you can send an email, you send an email with the one that was supposed to have listened to you in charge of CC'd on it, so that he can have a reading.
Yeah. So you know that you've
done it.
So I think what he's trying to say is you don't also want to look like you are going behind your boss.
Yeah.
You understand? Because most of the time, the reason why, I don't want my boss to see my weakness, right? If you go to my boss to report me of something that I have done wrong, it's basically you
Makes
trying
me look bad.
You trying to tell my boss I don't know what I'm doing. So if this person have the power to make you feel it, they're definitely gonna make you feel it. Yeah. It is easier that this way. This is what I would do if I ever fall in a situation like that. I'll go to my boss and say, "Hey, this is what is going on." I feel like this is if there's a conversation that. I remember when I went to Honda, when I was working at Honda, there was this girl that they made her our coordinator, and anytime that I do something, she just find a way to yell, like out of nowhere. And I realized it was only when she was talking to me.
Yeah,
it was only when she was talking to me. She just find a way to yell. So one time when we closed from work, right, I was going home. I was so pissed. She had yelled at me, and I didn't want to do back and forth, with her, because I knew when I said something, she was gonna act like she doesn't know what I'm talking about. It's gonna be back and forth, and I'm gonna get angry, and I'm probably not even gonna come back again. And I needed that job at the time. So I was like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm planning what to do next. So when we closed, I was going. She's the last person I saw. I saw her. I turned back because she was on the computer. I turned back, and I came back for her. I said, "I want to have a conversation." So you have a problem with me? He said, "No. What do you mean I have a problem with you?" I said, "Anytime that you have conversation with me, you try to yell at me. At first when it started, I tried to brush it off, and I feel like you are becoming used to that. And I'm gonna tell you this: nobody's here. That's why I chose that. I'm gonna tell you this: never in your life ever yell at me again. I have a wife. I have kids, and she was like, I was like 4 or 5 years older than her. Yeah. I was like, you can be my little sister. I respect you because of the position that you are in, but I'm not going to allow you to abuse me in that manner. Never talk to me like that. So, no, I never talk to you. I said, listen, you think I'm going to have this conversation with you if I don't have a problem? Yeah. Like when I was having a conversation with her, she was still not listening. Yeah. And I say, I'm not going to say anything to anybody, but just go around and ask the guys, do you guys feel like I yell at Nana anytime I talk to them? Ask around, and everybody's going to tell you the same. I don't know why you do that. I don't want to make it a race issue. I don't want to think like that. But please watch the way you talk to me. And when I get into my car, oh, man, I have a long paragraph. Text message. Oh, I never experienced this before. I've never, too long message. I said, the end goal is this shouldn't happen again.
That's it.
Yo, she treated me with it. I was at the point I was like, oh God, I don't even want this anymore. It's like it was weird. Like anytime she and I get into a close proximity, she was like, okay, excuse me. Like it was it was weird. And then anytime we go to a meeting, when everybody's speaking, I don't speak, say, Nana, you got anything to say? It's like, and I think it's the way I approached it.
Yeah.
I made her understand that I respect her. Mm-hmm. I also made her understand that I could be rough with her at the same time.
Yeah.
So she was confused. Who is this guy? Yeah. I think that was what is in her mind. She was confused. Can I mess with him or can I mess with him? And I think she realized she can't mess with me. Yeah. And it stopped. So I think the approach is everything. I could have gone to her boss, and that would have been worse. Yeah. So I think the approach is still to deal with the person in line. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that would be
for me, I just think that we can honestly work together, but then it depends. And I'll say it again, just as we treat our pastors, if we treat our visionaries or like the project owner like that, we're not gonna have problems, unless that project owner is like
just an asshole.
Yeah, period.
And there are people like that though.
Yeah,
especially creatives.
Yeah.
people that have creative minds.
Even surgeons.
They are creatives. Their minds don't.
Yeah.
Because those people.
I've seen a surgeon through a retractor at a nurse.
What?
In a surgery room. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know doctors can be.
Yeah, their minds work differently. Yeah. They are basically like kids with autism. Yeah. Like those doctors and all those creative guys.
Yeah. And then the hospital will try to like, you know, if he's their bread and butter.
Of course, they have to cover it up.
Yeah,
they have to cover. Yeah, they have to. Yeah, they have to cover it up. Yeah. I think working together at home is me in my mind. That's the best thing that anybody can do.
Yeah,
like a one person cannot do it. There's no way. Like you think about it. Like last weekend we were in New Jersey. Think about it. If it was only me and GM. Yeah. How on earth were we gonna be able to pull this stuff? Yo, up till now they are still calling us. Yeah. They call me all the time, man, y'all did a great job, you know. Yeah. Because we were organized, everybody knew what they were doing.
It's so funny because even my wife knew what she was supposed to do. And she's not from the team.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like when the mutual respect is there, when you were at the side, I wasn't worried. Yeah. Because I didn't want to be on there and I'm kind of spying and I'm kind of, you know. Yeah. When GM was behind that, when Chevy was doing his job, I wasn't worried. Yeah. When Jasmine was over there, I knew she would do it. Yeah. The only thing is when I cannot, because you were not there.
I was there. Like I was.
Yeah, you were watching. Yeah.
It was going off and on. I was there.
But that was okay. Yeah, that we couldn't control that because it was an internet issue. Yeah.
People were just cutting me off.
Okay. We were there in spirit.
You were there.
You were there in spirit.
No, you were there.
Some marriage attack style. Yeah. So I just feel like, me personally, I feel like everything come back to leadership. Yeah. You know, if there's gonna be negative environment, it's leadership. Because the leadership allows that. Yeah. And on the second part too, one person cannot see everything.
True.
So when we are all working, like we are here, we as family, if you have a problem,
voice it up.
You tell somebody. Yeah. If you don't feel like you want to talk to me, talk to Kelly, talk to Big Mike. You know, like we all can have a communication, and then one person can say, "Oh, okay, Charlie, I think you need to look at this thing." You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes there are so many things. I remember one time we were on the show. I wasn't, you know, all the things that you guys were saying, I wasn't following at all. I was sitting here, my mind wasn't here. Yeah. I was totally lost. Yeah. So if something had happened on the show, I wouldn't have seen it. Yeah. I wouldn't have seen it. Because it took me almost 30 minutes for me to catch back. Yeah. Like I was gone, and then when I was watching the show, I was like, "Oh God," I was really gone.
It happens,
you know. So if that day, if something had happened on the show, maybe you expect me to address, I didn't see it. Yeah. But you could decide, oh, Master was there, he watched for this to happen. G was there, Big Mike was there, he watched for this to happen. Okay, it seems these guys don't like me.
True.
And that becomes assumptions. Because you don't know whether I knew about it or he knew about it or we knew about it. You know what I'm saying? So problem. I feel like if we are able to respect each other, talk about situation, everything will be fine.
Yeah. For me, I think it's just like a learning curve that most of us Ghanaians have to like just learn, right?
But is it just Ghanaians or Africans? I feel like it's African.
You think it's African problem?
I feel it's African
personally,
problem.
I've seen Nigerians work together well. Some Nigerians work together very, very, very well.
And some Ghanaians too can work together and work very well.
So when I was talking, I said I've seen Ghanaians in Ghana, like, you know, in the setup.
Do you see the way Osei Kwame, despite his friend, work together?
That's what I'm saying.
What's his name?
No. The
Ofori support.
Yeah.
Like you see how they work together.
Yeah. You see, so
they've worked together all these years.
It's probably
management.
It's probably like, I don't know whether it's like the ocean that we crossed to come here and like some spirit possessed us and then like everything because
10 hours
because it doesn't make sense.
You get crazy after
I know
after
some
you
other
cross the
Africans
Atlantic.
that, like, I've heard, like, in a job that they're like fighting against their tribe or their country person.
Well,
So
as
I
for
feel like it's
job, then
50-50.
It's there. It's just like, so part of it is to just like noticing that, like for me, right? And I pray that like this change. I feel like it's hard for me to work with Ghanaian. Like let's say like do business. Like let's say if I'm starting up something, right, building something, right, it's hard. So like usually when somebody is working with me, right, and then the person is Ghanaian, I give you like 3 chances. Right. The first one I'll tell you. Second one, the third time I won't tell you, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I just can't do it anymore. And then I'm gonna recommend somebody else. That's the way I do it.
What's the experience though?
So like,
why you formed that decision?
So I tried it twice. So the first time we were supposed to register a business together. We were 3 Ghanaian guys.
Partnership.
And then like we went all in. We got a business name. We registered. We used InkFile, which is now Beezy.
Right.
And then with InkFile or Beezy, every time you like somebody like I'm out, and then like taking them out, it costs you money.
A lot of money.
So you would think that because I worked with one guy, a white guy before, and then the guy had to travel to Japan. When he was going, it's like, because I can't do this anymore, and InkFile is going to charge us, he wrote me a check. Use it to pay the amendments. The Ghanaian guy was just, boom, gone.
He's not doing it anymore.
He's not doing it. Like, I feel like that's just like due diligence. And this is like something that we planned. We had Zoom meetings about over.
But that is disrespectful, though.
That's what I'm saying.
You cannot just get up and.
They do that. And then sometimes, so like you guys have built something. Like you've gotten into a place where there's one guy that is like an expert in that field. You need him to do it. And he's like, nah, I'm not part of the team anymore, so I can't do it. That happened to me. And then I met one Bulgarian guy, and like he brought some people on board, and everything is fine.
European.
Yeah. Everything is fine. And like sometimes like I just sit down and then like think about him like, wow.
Why are we different?
Yeah. Because, like he brought like some expert on board that don't even speak English. And every time we talk on Zoom, like they use a translator.
Yeah.
And they know what they're supposed to do. And every time we have a meeting, like what their part of the deal is done. Right? Try again, and I know that like there's a financial aspect. Try again in Ghana. Will give you excuses. Even if you send them your money for them to use for data, they'll still give you excuses.
ECG.
It's because we are not disciplined. I think Ghanaians,
that's what I'm
we
saying.
are not disciplined. Me, this is one thing that I learned from my grandfather. My grandfather told me that anytime you go into a room, let them remember you. When you leave, let them remember you, and it has to be positive. Yeah. That's why I'm not late. I always try to go to places on time. Yeah. When I go somewhere, I ask questions.
Lateness makes me mad. Like, I don't know, like I could be like the coolest husband, but then when I'm going somewhere with you and you are the reason why I'm late, the whole time I'm not talking to you.
That's when they are talking to us. I know. No. They are warning us indirectly.
Yeah, when we can talk to you.
They are warning us indirectly.
Yeah, because when you are late, in the eyes of the people that you are dealing with, they look at you that this person is not serious. Yeah. They don't care about what happened to you.
Yeah.
Because when you say, "Oh, do you know my car?" They all gonna tell you we all use cars.
Yeah. Especially if you like when you learn and you have to walk through. When you get they have to walk through people.
I need
to go sit down. Everybody's looking at you.
I need that entrance.
Like,
she said, "I need that entrance."
It's bad. It's really, really bad. So like, yeah, and like that's the reason why sometimes I tell people, if you're going somewhere, and you guys are a couple, you have 2 cars, grab one, leave her, go. You don't have to.
In reality, that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah. But when you also look at it, you keep living here. It becomes
it becomes
a routine.
Yeah, and then it's
so there's no win for a man.
No, there's no win.
Okay. Oh
no, there's no win. There's no win.
Yeah, so like all of these are like character traits that like destroy the partnership the partnership in Ghanaians working together. For me, I just feel like, yes, the leadership plays a part, but then it plays a very, very little part, right? Recruiting is also a part, but then there's a competition and then a commitment. The commitment factor is what we lack: commitment and respect
and discipline.
Yeah, if I feel like if you're not committed to something, it's easy for it. Like,
I feel like don't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you are not, and if so there's a lot of people. They just follow the bandwagon. Wow. Oh, this thing is coming. Oh no, it's gonna be nice. Oh, let me be back. They just want to be, and then they come in and then the work starts. Yeah. And it's like, oh shit. It's not that glamorous.
It requires a lot of time.
And then they want to leave. Yeah. But me, my point is, if you want to leave, leave.
Yeah.
It is good. There are always some people. Sometimes even me, sometimes I want to leave. Sometimes I want to leave because I'm not in the right frame of mind. Yeah. But I look at it like,
the reason why you came.
If I leave right now, who is gonna do the show? That's why I keep asking for. I need a host for Drive. Like if I get a host for Drive, sometimes I will leave.
That's why you're not getting the host for Drive.
Yeah, I need a host for Drive. When I get a host for Drive, I'll have to leave sometimes because sometimes I stay in this room for too long. I get tired being here. So, but I cannot just leaving you guys hanging. Yeah. So the same way that when you leave me hanging. So how will you feel that one day you come to work, everybody's seated, and I'm not here?
That's a problem.
Like, it's a huge problem. The same way that we are all seated, and I know you're on your way coming, you're also not here. Yeah. And I'm like, oh shoot, there's a show going on, you are not here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So give me that respect. Let me give you that respect back. Mm-hmm. Give me a call. I can't be here today. Because of that, what can we do? Yeah. Okay, you know what? Let me maybe Ohima is home. Let me see if we can send her a link. You give me the chance to, make that preparation. If that don't happen, I'm mad. I'm going to be mad because I'm human like you are. I'm mad at this point. And maybe something little can trigger that. Yeah. In as much as I'm not trying to show it, something little can trigger that. Yeah. And we don't want to be in that situation. Yeah, sure. And the moment you and I have that issues, you cannot forget it again. Yeah. It's always gonna be in your mind.
But then sometimes too, the reason why you were mad was, is because maybe you did not recruit right.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Yeah, because
100%.
You need to recruit right.
Right.
Like, if you do that, I think it solves like 100.
80%. I would say 80. Yeah, I would say 80.
Yeah, because not everybody can do it. Not everybody is committed, even to their own life. Right. Yeah. If you see me and I'm not committed to anything, I'm gonna die for nothing.
Yeah.
Right. So I feel like and that's where the issue is. Like when we are recruiting, we add too much emotions to it. Like you see somebody, you see their talent, but then the person is not serious.
Yeah.
Bad business.
Yeah.
Run away from that person.
It's like one person that I've always want. I always want him to be part of us. I know in my mind that this guy, I can trust his timing. I know he's somebody that will just get a girl in the house and say, man, I'm not coming today. I know that for a fact. But there's a part of me that's not letting this guy go. Yeah.
Like like you have like an assembly of the Avengers. And, if one person is not there, like you can just call him like on call. Fine, but if not, you just let the person go. Yeah. I feel like emotions, man. Like emotion is a problem. Like every time I pray, I pray to God that like He makes me like not too emotional. Like when I'm making decisions. No, seriously, seriously, because emotion. Like I'm telling you, like
it destroys everything.
You can't build business with emotions.
Yeah, because when you are emotional, you can't think.
You can't think,
and that's why you always.
You have empathy.
No,
emotions and empathy are two different.
So there's a lot of so empathy. Another side of empathy is me protecting what I have built. Yeah. How do you feel like? Look at how many hours we've all put in. Like, and then one person just walk in here and just drop everything that we've worked for. Yeah. Because we allowed one person to walk in here and drop it. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't you be mad? Like all the hours that you've put in that you are thinking like we are almost there. One person walks in here because we became emotional. We allowed somebody that doesn't fit here to be here, and then boom. Yeah. What are you going to say in the house? When you're in your house, it's Kumase's fault. It's Kumase's fault. Everybody's going to say it's Kumase. All the work that we've done for nothing. I'm not even going to work for a Ghanaian anymore. I'm going to be the first name that comes in your mind anytime you talk about working with a Ghanaian. Right? So, I think emotions is the worst.
Yeah. And, like, if we're able to get rid of that, like, during business decisions, we will be good. Believe me. We get, like, do not choose a job over emotions, like the proximity to your house. Like,
it made me feel.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you have to be willing to drive too.
Yeah. And once you commit to something, just see it through. That's it.
And also, if you can't do it, you can't do it.
You can do it. If you can do it,
you can do it. It's like me telling you to come host the show. And then I'm only telling you to, maybe I may be telling you to host because I see the talent that you can host. Yeah. I may be wrong. I think you know yourself better. Mm-hmm. You have to be able to communicate with Kumase. I cannot host. I think I'm better as a panelist. Yeah. So let me just stay there. And I think any person should be able to understand this.
Easy.
You know what I'm saying? If that person do not understand that, then they themselves have a problem. You know what I'm saying? So communication, I think communication is very vital. It is if there's something that you can do.
Hima is watching and she's so happy.
Yeah, if you have an idea that you think it will help, action or inaction, say it, communicate it. It is better that way, because if you do not communicate it, I know you are good. Meanwhile, you are not good. And then the moment there's another person who is not feeling happy about what is going on, you'll become a tag of team. And that's how internal wrangling starts. And then boom, and then down. Boom, and then everything goes down. And it doesn't affect only me, it affects everybody. All our hours that we put in, we didn't make a dime out of it. Yeah. So I think it is very important that we communicate right, and also the timing of communication. The timing of sometimes there could be some information that I'll prefer you tell me, but not say it in the midst of everybody. Yeah. Because when you say it in the midst of everybody, you make the decision making harder. Yeah. Because now if I do it for you, this person know, that person know, that person know. Now everybody want the same treatment. Mm-hmm. But maybe looking at your situation, you deserved it.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then there's this woman here thinking like, oh, okay, Santo, get that room, so why not? I should also get it. And the moment I said, no, I don't think you deserve that, he said, oh, now Santo is your favorite. You see how hard this still is? Oh, Santo is your favorite. Oh, he probably like Santo. That's why Santo is getting all the goodies.
Kelly has a lot of notes.
Kelly, let's go.
That's my last words.
Oh, okay. I have something to say while she's thinking about. I feel like you said, you see a potential in somebody, but maybe the person don't see the potential, or the person says no. I think that when you see that potential, give that person the chance. After the chance, if it's not good, you can help nurture the person. You don't have to sit here and be expecting, oh, maybe Kelly, she can be a good host, but she cannot be a panelist. Yes, she cannot, but if you put her on here, we all try at the very beginning, we all fumble, we all we don't feel the confidence, but as time goes on, she can pick it up and then learn. So I feel like giving the person the chance, exploring the weakness and building on it will also be a part of the teamwork.
I think he was talking.
You are right, though.
I think he was talking about potential and then commitment.
Yes, so the commitment is then. I said the person is not perfect.
So that is the most important thing. Somebody can have the commitment. If a person have the commitment, so you walk in here and say, Kumase, I want to do this thing. I've never done this thing before. Anything you feel like I could do, let me know. I will learn it. You've given me the assurance that
as a commitment,
you are teachable. okay, I'll say, I want you to be a host for Drive. This is how you operate the console. This is for this. This is for that. That is for that. I teach you that. You are giving me the room to enter. Then I can also open up to be able to teach you. Sometimes it is hard for people to come to you and say, oh, I think you'll be good at this. And then when you say, nah, I don't think this thing is not for me. I say, no, I think you are good at it. You know, you can be like, because I am pushing you, you do it for me. Yeah. A lot of people do that. Oh, I'm only doing it for... I was interviewing one person for a show. I wanted that person to do a show. And we were talking. And this is the person that came to me one day and said, oh, have you, we've talked before. Mm-hmm. She said, oh, do I still have my spot? And I said, you are welcome anytime you want to come. And then me and this person, we were talking on the phone. We were talking about what I want her to do. And we were talking as we were having a conversation. And she actually made a statement that I'm doing this thing for you. Yeah, she actually made a statement like that. So it hit me. I didn't ask her, but I'm like, in my mind, like, why are you doing it for me? You got to do it for yourself. So since then, I've not been able to follow up with her.
Well, it's not needed.
It's not. Yeah. Because she thinks she's doing me a favor.
Yeah. And, and plus, like to add to Asantre's point, right? Sometimes, like, so if we're talking about like a business in the form of a media, it depends on like how far you are, right? Like how far like the business, the media business is. I don't think that, multimedia or whatever, like those like other media firms in Ghana can just pick up like somebody because they have a potential. They don't have the experience. They don't have, like they are not media ready, and just put them on a live show. It's gonna drop your ratings, right? So like in most businesses, there is a business decision to make. You can either groom that person in the background and have that person like review like their own videos, have somebody like, grade their own videos in the background until like they are ready, right?
That is the industry practice.
Yeah, you cannot use your judgment as a potential that this person has a potential to do business. It doesn't work that way. I feel like it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So it depends on the person's willingness to learn in the background. Some people just want to come, boom, like I'm live.
It's beautiful. They told their fathers and their mothers that they work on radio, so they have to.
Because there's always
their mother is always watching, but I never see you on the. Exactly. Oh, you say, oh, I'm the producer.
I work behind the scene.
The scene. But they never see you on it.
Because there is a business, like we are running a business over here, right?
Why are you laughing?
Anything that happens can affect the business like drastically, very, very bad. So I think that when you were running the business, be it a media or whatever business, you cannot because somebody has a potential. The person has to have the talent and the experience if you're paying the person. Now, if you're helping the person has to be teachable. The person has to be willing to be at the back of the house for a long time. I remember when I first came to the U.S., I was working as a dishwasher. Right? And most of the cooks that came in, they started from dishwashing. Now, some of them had the hands-on experience with the cooks. And then they added some months of school. Now they are chefs in big hotels, restaurants, right? But they were washing dishes. So the person has to be willing to learn, and then when the person feel because you identify their potential, so they're doing you a favor, no, that's a problem. I'll just catch you off right away. No second chance.
And a lot of people get entitled.
Yeah,
especially with us. We started all together. We are all learning. A lot of people say, so far as I'm here, I have to be given the chance. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I understood. Yeah.
So I'm telling you, human management it's harder than managing the equipment because there's a twist and turns to us. Yeah. But I also understand where she's coming from, but those things has to be done at the background. Because, think about it. You think you are ever going to get your confidence back the very first day you are put on air to do your show, and then you messed up so bad. Like, I remember in my final year in school, and there was this lady that was going to do a presentation, and she forgot what she was saying. She was crying. She ran off the stage. Like, this her final paper. Yeah. She ran off the stage, and we have all the deans, and it's crazy. Yeah. You know, so I feel like when you are not
in this like social media era, people like will screenshot and like laugh.
So I think the best way is what he said. We train on it. Like, okay, so let's say we don't work on Saturday morning. You and I, we come in, we host a show, we record it. We're done. We play the show. We listen to the show. Okay, I think this was wrong. This was wrong. I didn't like your mannerism. I didn't like the way you were. You know, we put things together. Let's do again next week. Let's run it. Even if it was if you were going for training, they will sometimes require like 1,200 hours, 1,300 hours, right? Before, you know, you come online. So now let's do this. At the point, I'll feel like, oh, I think you're comfortable. The way your vocabulary is, the way your tonation, and, you know, the way you chip in your answers and questions, I think you are ready. But most of the time, when you are not ready, you set yourself up. And that is what a lot of us don't. Most people go into companies, they want big projects. Oh, why is it that this person is chosen over me? Why is it that this person is chosen? Because the person choosing, especially when that person is the one investing the money, that person choosing knows the guy that I can trust with. Yeah. So it's left to you to prove yourself that you could also be trusted by that person. But ask it. There's this guy that always used to come and say, Charlie, overtime, yeah, no. If there's overtime, let me know. If there's overtime, let me know. Anytime you have overtime, it's the person that you're gonna call first. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. So I think it is natural. Mm-hmm. You just have to put yourself in that situation for people to believe that, you know, you can do it. And it's not even just only here. Yeah. Wherever that you are working. There's a lot of people that when they are working and there's no supervisor, they feel like they can do whatever. But if, especially when you work in a place where there's production, when the supervisor is not there, you are making 500 production. When the supervisor is there, 500. When the supervisor is not there, you did 350. You think he's dumb, he wouldn't see it? Like, he doesn't have to be there to see that. Yeah. He's going to see it. Oh, okay, I can't trust this person. Because if I cannot trust you when I'm not around, then
she's not always going to be around. So, yeah.
You know, he's not always going to be around, so he cannot trust you. So the moment this person is dealing with you, he's looking for a replacement for you because he cannot trust you. Yeah. And when people start feeling that way about you, it becomes a big problem, you know. So I think it is us that have to put ourselves in that situation for us to be trusted by our bosses. Yeah. You know, and when your boss trusts you, and they be able to, yeah, I'm telling you, like, I know be so trustworthy, I know how.
Yeah, but when your boss trusts you, like, depending on like which settings like you are, like, it's like you can basically take vacations when you want.
Of course,
like, you know, you can, like, when he or she is leaving, they put you in charge. And then they expect, like, you know, you to get the job done. And to some extent, that helps you build, like,
confidence.
Confidence, yeah.
Right. Yeah. It really helps you to build confidence. That's how confidence are built. Yeah. If you're not allowed to train on it, they put you on this one day, and then the next 2 years they put you on it again. How you gonna remember?
You're gonna stay in the same spot.
But there are some bosses, when they see that you are serious about what you're doing, they'll give their seat to you all the time.
I actually started presenting when we started doing this show.
See,
but before, like, I used to prefer like the back of the house stuff. So
then all of a sudden, and all of a sudden you wanna do more.
Yeah. So like when I started coming here, actually I think we did some other matters over there, and then, like, before, like, when we're talking about maybe security awareness or whatever, just like, I don't want any part of it. Like, I just stick to my technical stuff. And like as time goes on, and then like I think like we had to like run like do a research, same investigation and stuff like that. And then like, how do you break it down for the layman to understand? So like just by doing this. Like that. So like that was the reason why I was like after I was like, you know what, I think I can do this. Just let me.
Yeah,
do
by
it.
just talking and having conversations all the time.
Yeah. Because
it makes it easy.
Yeah, because like every time I'm given a complex thing to explain, I look at it as like I'm talking to Kelly, I'm talking to you, I'm talking to Asantua. I'm just, just break it down.
It comes natural.
Yeah.
And you're the cow.
We've trained him. Hey, at least put something little down.
Yeah.
Something for the girls.
Fridays. Yeah.
Oh, different. Yeah, so I think we can all do greatness, when we decide that we are gonna do it and when we are committed to it. Yeah. We can. Yo, did you realize that on Saturday we thought it wasn't gonna happen?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We thought it wasn't gonna happen. Yeah. When I went home,
we don't know what is going on.
Right.
I was there.
It was a lot of try and error. Like, but it was good that we were there on time. And like this, okay, let's move it. Let's move it again.
So when I get to the hotel, when I was in my room, I was like, damn, I thought this thing was not gonna happen. Yeah. I think it's determination.
Yeah.
It's always something is always gonna fall in place.
And that was one thing that I actually like noticed. I'm like, everything that like happens like impromptu. Like we need to record that as a case study for like a better, like next time. Because man, I was
thinking about it. So what happened was when we get to the hotel, the spot that we were supposed to have our section, it was bad. Because we didn't get a chance to go over there to see the hotel before. And then we were fighting about places. We're going to do it here. No, we're going to do it there. No, it's not going to work. This is not going to work. Yeah. Everything was bad. But for some reason, something happened and we get a spot.
It was because we didn't give up. Because we were determined to...
Yeah, we're going to make it happen.
Yeah, because we could have easily given up though. Like,
yeah, because we went on for over 2 hours. Yeah. Like we're going back and forth for over 2 hours.
And the funny thing is, like we actually set up, and then we break it down, then set up again.
Break it down.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, like,
we broke it down 2 times, and on the third one, we were not gonna. Even when the guy, I think you were the one that said that we could do it over there.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, this thing was not. But actually, that coffee window gave it light.
Yeah,
like you know what I'm saying.
All we need is like bottles of liquor. Saying like, you're not gonna drink it, but then if it's there, hey,
so yeah,
it worked out.
Because we didn't give up. Yeah. But you think about how we're gonna drive 500 miles and give up.
That's alone. Driving alone is determination.
Like you drove 500 miles just to give up.
Yeah.
We couldn't. We couldn't. In any way it would have happened.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna.
And I'm gonna say it again. Like no matter what. Like once you commit to something, don't give up. Even if people say that it doesn't. Because one thing that I've realized is that every time that you say you want to do something, right, most people that you think will agree with you and be like, will push you, they are the ones that will say no. They are the ones that will say you can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The closest ones.
The closest ones will say, like...
They know their words means a lot.
Yeah. They will say, it doesn't make sense. Don't do it. Like, you're not going to make it, whatever. So, like, I think all you need is just you. And then if you're lucky to have, like, somebody that actually agrees with you or, like, supports you, just go with it.
But what if you're committed to a particular job, right? You're putting in all your efforts, your time, your everything, and they're still treating you like they don't care. Like you know what I mean? They're still treating you bad. So are you saying that because I'm committed, I should stay
the question
in there,
is
or
no.
I should
That's
walk
not what I'm
away?
saying. So the question is, I like to think that you had options, right? Mm-hmm. One thing that I do is that before I take a job, I look at their reviews, whether on Indeed or Google or whatever, like the company, right?
As a whole,
right? Like listen to if there are 1,000 reviews, right, and 300 reviews says that it's bad. I don't need half of the people to tell me that it's bad before I realize it's bad. 300 people out of 1,000.
That's 30%.
tells me it's bad. It's bad. I shouldn't go there. Okay. And then so like taking a job it's not always about the money, but for some people it is. That's fine. I'm saying that like if you like the job, if it's because you need an experience, fine. But then if you think that personally like what you're looking for is not in that job, don't do it.
What if as of that time it was the only, like you felt like that was the only option for you? Once
again, it's a feeling.
I don't think so. Like there is only one option. Like in everything that we do, that's the reason why like there is like a margin for error. Like everything that we do as human beings, there is a margin for error, right? So which means that there are different options. Like there are like multiple options, right? Once again, the problem is we choose with emotions. You could drive far away for work, right? And then you will love that job. And then there's a job next door. You don't have to drive. Chances are you choose the one next door because you don't want to drive. But then not knowing like the one far away when you go to the team is perfect. You will learn. You get experience. You
grow.
Get all of that, right? Two things that we look at is the money and then the proximity, and that's the problem. If you're willing to drive, because I know nurses and people that drive 45 minutes to an hour
to a job.
But I mean, if you're doing that, I'm pretty sure that you are getting something. I don't want to think that it's because you are like getting like income, and that's the reason why you are sacrificing like 1 hour. Has to be like some training that you think that like you can get or experience that you can get from there, right? Yeah, like my sister over here. Like,
your sister over here, two here.
My sister over here.
Oh, okay. So, the one on your right.
Like she was ready to work and work very hard. And then I told her that like the department that she's going in, I've been there before, and as a man, it was hard for me. And then her response was like, "Big Mike, I'm very hardworking." I'm like, "I know you're hardworking. I'm not saying that you're not hardworking. You're very hardworking." And then after her first day, she was like, "Whoa," All I'm saying is, yes, like. There are a lot of things in play over here, right? But then you need to look at what you are looking for. Like you need to like pay attention to what you're looking for. Is it experience? Is it growth? Or is it income? Right? If it's growth, I think that's like the best thing to choose. For income, you can always make it. You can like if you're not disabled, then you can go and come back. You can always make income. The problem is we want people to look at it as at like in a certain light. That's the problem of a Ghanaian, right? A Ghanaian man don't want to go from maybe like from a corporate manager or whatever to driving an Uber. Like what will people say? Why do you care though? That's our problem. Why do you care? Somebody will tell you, "Oh, you guys drive to Revolt every day. Like, are you guys
not making any money?
You guys are wasting your time."
Don't say it like that.
No, like literally, right? But then, what's the goal? Like, why did you say yes to him in the beginning? And then, how does the person
because her friends were coming?
Probably
because she
tell everybody
because I wanted to
like
be on
50
TV.
an hour. So if you say it like that, you don't say it like that.
Me, I came because I wanted to be on TV.
Cool down.
I'm not gonna cool down. I'm gonna say it.
No.
So what is going on?
We're gonna tell everybody we are being paid like so much here. Don't say it like that.
So my thing is, what changes if a friend of yours make a comment and say, it's kind of here
billions.
But you see how Big Mike put it as he was talking. He said before he started, he wasn't able to do presentation. Now he's doing presentation. Yeah. So basically, it's help his work.
Yeah.
And then he will be qualified for more money now.
Yeah.
I just feel like we just have to be a goal. We just have to have a goal for what we are doing.
Yeah.
When you say you don't have an option, there's always an option. There's always an option. Always. And it's not just work.
No, everything.
In even dating, there's always an option for you. You're not going to let a guy abuse you and a guy treat you so bad because you think there is no option.
No.
Yeah, right.
Like, how will you? Like, where does that thinking even comes from? That you think this company is the only company that will work with you?
Yeah.
That's basically what you just said.
Yeah.
Like, this is the only company. So then you have devalued yourself to the point that the company feel like they can do whatever they want to do to you.
Yeah.
And when you give people that chance, they will treat you like that. This is what I look at this world. This world is very cutthroat. People don't give a damn about how other people feel.
Yeah.
Like, if they are coming in to make money to take care of their family, they don't care about you because you're not family. They don't care. Some people actually don't have that wisdom, that heart to feel for other people.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah.
And then when they come, if you allow them to run over you, they will run over you. You know what I'm saying? So it is you not to allow that to be done to you. And also, not every little thing should trigger us to the point that we want to leave.
No.
Oh, this happens, so I'm going to leave. Yo, stuff are going to happen every day. Stuff are, stuff are going to happen. Because I'm telling you, yo, do you think these guys that are at Wall Street, you think they are there because they don't want to make money? When you give them the chance to make money off you, they're going to take everything you have.
Yeah, easy.
Because we live in a capitalism. That is the life here. You know, when somebody does something to you and you feel like it is personal and you have to report it, report it. If you have to say something, say something. Do not let people run over you. But the point is, this world is not going to be how you think.
It's not going to be easy.
There's always going to be bad people. So me, when I go to work, there was one guy that wanted to bully me at work. And I look at him like, yo. Man, my time was his own boarding school from 9 years old. You think you can bully me? Like, I've gone to the boarding house all my time. I was 9 years old when I was in the boarding house. Yeah. You really think you can bully me? The only reason why I'm not saying anything is because I got family at home that I want to feed. That's why I'm not even minding you. Yeah. But if I want to mind you, you will leave this place. You know, I don't even see him when he come and he does all that stupid things that he. You know what he end up doing? He committed suicide.
Oh, really?
So apparently he was going through hard times.
So when he comes to work,
and then he comes to work, he just want to project on other people. Yeah. You know, yo, think about it. If I ever had fought with him and the next day this guy had killed himself. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna say, "Oh, it's that African guy," and I was the only African guy, like only black person that, in our department. I was the only black person in our department. They were like, "Oh, this guy forced him to." They probably will put me on some educational program to cool my temper. Learn how to cool your temper. You know how they do it.
He didn't help, and then he was hoping you like just
so it's push. People are always gonna do whatever, so you don't let how people feel. Sometimes it's not even your bosses.
Yeah,
it's the person that came to meet you there that will do that with you.
Yeah,
just how to figure
a lot, though, like in the
nursing field, they have a saying that nurses eat their young.
Yeah.
This one, the old nurses, or like the people.
The old ones,
like not the ones you came to meet.
Yeah, the older ones. Yeah,
they say that nurses eat.
That happens a lot, even like in the nursing, like in the medical field. In corporate, so in corporate,
in corporate, they look at you like
when Kumasi comes there, right? Kumasi has a friend that he wants, that he trusts, that he wants into him. So when he comes there, whatever Shibi is doing, he's gonna increase his tax.
Yeah.
And then make it hard for.
I've been through that. Yeah.
And then Shibi keeps Shibi gets angry about it, whatever. Like all he's doing is he wants him to leave.
Yeah, I just want a reaction from him. That's it.
Because if he fires him. He's still gonna get unemployment. The company is gonna pay for it. But then if he leaves by his own volition,
and then happens to him. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
This guy, he's not just built for this.
Yeah,
he doesn't have the temperament for this kind of job.
So Shivi's gonna ask himself like, if this guy hates me so much, why is he not just firing me?
Yeah, it's a business decision. He can't fire you.
Exactly.
He wants you to leave.
He wants you to leave. That's how these things work. So if you're hoping for a better day, like you have to like work on yourself. Like, you know, make sure that, okay, this is happening. This is not going to stop. I have to find ways to either deal with it or find something.
And I tell you, bono.
Yeah.
You go to jail for that. Yeah, I think this is a great show today. Yeah. I think this is a great show today. So you already wrote your last words 30 minutes ago. Yeah. Can you just go ahead and?
So my last words were what Big Mike was saying about not working with Ghanaians, and I have like some little to see about it, and it was about, I think it's about foundation and our timing, and because we don't have exposure. We've lived in a system where it's okay to be late. It's like ground entrance. I said it earlier on. So the moment we move here, we learn and we leave that circle, and we become goal-oriented, because they're working here and working in Ghana. I realized I wasn't working in Ghana. I was just going to sit down and be paid. Sit down, watch movies, dance, play music, sleep.
That's what you're doing in Ghana?
Yeah.
Hey, what job is that?
Sleep. And it was like, when you're supposed to work, I work when I want to, come to work the time I want to, and nobody can say anything about it. Close the time I want to. But when I started working here, I realized, this is work. I'm actually
this is torture.
No favoritism here.
No, I'm like, but I think it's our foundation. It's something we grew up knowing. So working with us, we can leave anytime we want. We can, so far as it's not our dream or our vision, we can leave anytime we want. And we have that mentality of we being, okay, I'm doing you a favor, so you have to get to that way. And we don't have no explanation to it. So I think it's that, and we have the habit of, if you are late, media channel, next time, do better. And then the next time I do it again, I was like, okay, let's take it like, as it is. This is how this person is. And then we move on. So I think with Big Mike saying he can't work with Ghanaians, I think it's from our foundation, and nothing has been, dealt about it, and we are who we are. Unless we travel or we get this exposure and we get to work with other people who are goal-oriented, time-oriented, and then when we work with them, I think it changes our perception about who we are as a people, and then we try to do better. So I think Big Mike should give Ghanaians, a break.
Oh man, I'm a Ghanaian.
Some Ghanaians.
Because you can work with me.
Yeah, you're working with us right now.
But then again, what's the difference between the guy that was?
Am I not time conscious?
Sister, don't break.
I have a question though. You just said that, and this is my last question.
Okay.
You just said that when you were in Ghana, you go to work and do whatever. Yeah. Over here, you went to work the first day. What changed? Like, because nobody oriented you.
It's a system. You are not watched by everybody's doing the right thing. You can't be left out.
So which means that in Ghana you knew the right thing, but then you deliberately did the wrong thing because somebody was.
It's from our foundation.
This has nothing to do with foundation.
Yeah, it is, because nobody tells you. Everybody, we tell you what to do because you know what you have to do.
But then you know that the reason why you went to work, right?
We work, but then we take breaks anytime we want.
But I'm saying that when you came here, nobody oriented you on like.
No, you see the way of life of the people.
Has nothing to do with the way of life.
Yeah, it is, because in Ghana, my boss is sitting somewhere with his legs on a table and he's listening to radio, and it's like, okay, have you guys checked this and that? Yeah, we've checked it. Probably we haven't even checked everything, but then we check what we can do, and we go and sit down, back down, and then either we play, cards, we sing, we dance.
At work. With that being said, I think we are done. You dance at work.
Yeah, we do.
At work.
Yeah, at work. On the field, we do what we want, but we still work.
My last
But then
words.
we work.
I like that. I like that. I think the notepad will help, huh?
No, it won't help. Don't bring it again.
My last words. I didn't have last words, but I've drafted some from what I wrote. I know Kumasi talked about communication, and we have like 3 C's that are pillars of like successfulness of a teamwork, and communication is part, collaboration, and coordination. So I feel like if we work together as a team for us to be successful, we need to have these 3 things implemented so that we can build our vision. And also when we decide to like achieve success, even though we fail, we need not to like give up. We need to like build upon our confidence, try again. I always use Einstein as my motivator. Like he tried 99 times. The one time he did not give up, he was able to. What did he bring? Einstein's a science student.
Yeah, he's a scientist. Einstein.
He brought was it Newton?
There's a lot of Newton
I think
force.
Newton was the one that
force.
was Einstein brought the famous equation. And then
what equation was that?
E equals MC. And then also we need to take action. We need not to just list the vision. You can list the visions, but if you don't act upon it, it's just gonna be like a vision board for you. You need to act upon
That is not even a vision, it's a dream.
Yes, so if you have that, you need to work on your action and then also improve your social skills. So if you're not a person that like likes to communicate, you need to like work upon your communication, learn how to build networking and channels, and then also demonstrate passion or commitment. So with that being said, these are my last words.
What you mean, many last words? With that being said.
With that being said, this was Other Matters, a student for Jasmine. See you tomorrow for the drive. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.